Hello everyone and welcome back to another Mapocolops game day where today we are playing two games. I believe a bit on the shorter side. Milk inside a bag of milk, inside a bag of milk. And milk outside a bag of milk, outside a bag of milk. What a couple of titles there. We're playing back to back on the Milk series, which came up on the wheel last week. I have no idea what we're getting ourselves into today, but I think it's going to be a very unique and interesting one, to say the very least, and I'm excited for it. So thank you so much for joining, everybody. Good morning, good evening, wherever you are. I'm excited for this one. This one's going to be fun. We've got just the language screen at the moment, so we're going to jump right in, and we're going to see what happens. I think we might be having a bit of a shorter day today, but that's okay. You know, that's all right. The wheel has spoken. The wheel has spoken. So, should I go for my improved English? I think so. Let's do improved English. For some reason, my cursor. Hang on a second. Give me a moment. Let me fix this. Okay, I can see the cursor on OBS, but I cannot see the cursor on this, which is a bit of an issue. Made by Nikita Kryukov. Alright. It's not capturing the screen correctly either, guys. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Let me fix what's going on here. Apologies. Very classic. Alright, I'm going to fix what's going on here. And this might fix it, hopefully. See how we go. Alright. I think this is good. I might have fixed it. Oh, very nice. Aunt Tifa's video spot. Thank you so much for the $20 super chat. I really appreciate that. Thanks for starting off the stream with that. They came out years ago, but they're the spiritual baby of mouthwashing scenario. Incredible. Okay. That's going to be fun. All right, are we ready? Let's check out this silly little game. Help me buy milk. Write down your name. I walked down the road to the store and rehearsed my speech. It's been so long since I've been out of the house that I completely forgot what words to say when entering a store. I'm going to the store. Who are you talking to? Shut up and go already. Who are you talking to? I'm imagining as if I were a character in a game. What if it helps me gather my thoughts? What game? Well, you know, there are games where you can see the character's thoughts right on the screen, you know? So I thought if someone is reading my mind, I need to be very focused so I don't blurt out too much. I take a deep breath of air. Hello, can I... Crap, I forgot. 19th attempt and I'm failing again. I bite my lip in frustration. So, once again, hello, can I get... Wow, that's a whole word more. Thank you. I'm trying my best. I think this time the L sound was longer than usual. Do you think that's it? Who knows? Hello, can I... I wish I hadn't said anything. Don't worry. Okay. By the way, you've been walking with your left foot on the pavement, your right foot on the grass for a full minute now. What? My right foot is frozen in the air. How much? 50 steps on the pavement, 51 in the grass. You have to undo the previous step. How do you imagine that? It's not the first time this has happened. You've been taught the right way, haven't you? Come on. I don't remember. I'm ready to burst into tears. Oh, here we go again. So, step 1, take a step back to get your foot exactly in your own footprint. Wait a minute, what do you mean step 1? What then? But it's already the 52nd. Oh, wait, I'm going backwards, so it's the 50th? It doesn't add up. Okay, all right, step 50. Take a step back to get your foot exactly in your own footprint. Could you rephrase it just a little bit? You can't just repeat a phrase without changing at least one word. People don't talk like that. You're hopeless. You make it sound like it's my fault. The store closes in an hour, so you will be very, very guilty if you don't buy milk. Damn, really? Well, are you ready? Hell yes! I carefully moved my foot backward, looking carefully into the dense grass. As I enter the store, I turn to the first person I see. Hello, can I... Oh. Excuse me, what? 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 Oh. You shouldn't have done that. He's obviously not going to change his lines. You run the risk of ending up in an endless loop. I've tried pressing O, but it doesn't work. Oh. Excuse me, what? I've tried pressing O and 0 on my keyboard. Oh. Help! Excuse me, what? Oh. Excuse me. What? Oh. Excuse me, what? Oh. What? Oh. What is he trying to tell you? He's trying to scare me, but how does he know that I'm terrified by the letter O? What's so scary about it? I have a frightening image when I picture it in my head. I can show you. Explaining won't be enough. Oh, Something like that. So I'll just continue to ignore his question. What? Oh. What? Oh. What? Oh. What? Oh. I gather all my will into a fist. Oh? Oh! My interlocutor shook and crawled away. You just repeated after him. And it worked. Do it more often. Wait, I said he crawled away. Did he really crawl away? I mean, I didn't even look at his direction. When exactly did you say that? Just now. Personally, I didn't hear it. You're just trying to distract me. But I know that my words were shown on the screen. What's going on? What the fuck? My fear of giant O's jump scare. I'm standing by the shelves. On the rack, there are bags of milk. You both stand, and the milk lies, or maybe... Hey, slow down. Do you even remember why you're here? To buy milk. So buy it. Right here? What do you expect me to say? I guess something like, not here. Not here. Take the bag and go to the cash register. I guessed the first sentence. And you, as if out of spite, didn't pause before the second one. You want to rob me of my little victories? I sigh and reach out to take the bag of milk, or rather, the bag with the milk inside. Or rather, a bag of milk inside a bag. Or rather, a bag of milk inside a bag of milk. Or rather, a bag of milk inside a bag of milk inside a bag. Or rather, a bag of milk inside a bag of milk inside... Come on. 15 minutes before the store closes. Hurry up. I remembered what these games are called. Visual novels. And by the way, the numbers are written there in full with letters. A visual novel's worse than books because the authors are not lazy, so don't get lazy either. Wait, I thought your thoughts were visible on the screen. Not anymore, so watch your mouth. Haha. Anyway, you heard me. Hurry up or you'll get it at home again. I'm on my way. Hello, can I get some milk, please? Oh, I don't like the look of this guy. You have it. Ah, give. I put a weighty bag on the register. Of course, not just the bag, but the milk too. Hi, can I have it, please? No. Please. No. But please, Mum will throw me out of the window if I get back without milk. No. But why not? Give more. I don't have anything else. Hey. What? God, this is crazy. Pay for the milk. Haha, really, what would I do without you? I take a crumpled bill out of my pocket and hand it to the cashier. He starts to carefully examine it. It took about 2 days before he nodded contentedly and put it in the cash register. Thank you, goodbye. God, I wonder what happens if I do end up picking all the self-depreciating options. Just like, you suck, and you're the worst, instead of helping this poor person buy a bag inside a bag of milk. I walk down a familiar street past a gas station. A bag of milk unpleasantly tugs at my hand, reminding me of the days when I was in physical therapy. By the way, they gave me a bag at the checkout, so now I'm carrying a bag of milk in another bag? I don't think anything of it. I just love the pyramidal structure of verbal constructions. The gas station is getting closer. How are you feeling? Thank you for your interest. I feel like a mile-long bar of ice cream. What is that supposed to mean? As if I'd tell you. But I'm really interested. Well, look, the ratio of water to milk and the volume of air occupied by me is about 30-1. And yeah, ice cream is not the best unless you want to drink more than eat. Anyway, the road from the store to the gas station is a stick, and the road from the gas station to home is ice cream. During today's walk, my body has been to every part of this path. Simple math. I see. I feel movement under my feet, asphalt grains, petrol stains. I'm trying to keep my balance. And how do people move over something as uneven as the city plain? Gently, heel, toe. I count in my mind every meter of the path I walk. I even close my eyes for more concentration. Hey, watch out! I unconsciously take a sharp step to the side. At the same moment, a huge bear rushes past me with a wild screech. Hey, I'm walking here! I cast a reproachful glance at the swiftly departing giant. Its red eyes, in turn, look at me with mockery. Did you see that? How brazen. It was a truck. Oh, really? Although if you think about it, are there bears with eyes on the back of their heads? You could have died. Come on, are you saying someone would seriously want to kill an innocent girl carrying a bag of milk? The world is a cruel and dangerous place. I'm not in the world you're talking about. My journey continues. If you think about it, the road from the store is one interesting property. It adjusts to me in the most bizarre ways. When I'm in a hurry, all the traffic lights turn off helpfully. When I feel like crying, a cloud appears over me and pours rain streams that hide my tears. Right now, I can feel a cloud slowly gathering over the top of my head. I'm sad. Are you sure this is really happening? What else could it be? Has it ever occurred to you that it's all just in your head? That's not what the manual said at all. Apparently, these pills don't work for me either. The pills have nothing to do with it. Please, I just want to get home and go to bed. I really am very grateful to you, but please, no more. You have to accept the truth. No! You have to accept the truth. No! You have to accept the truth. No! How many more times do I have to teach you this lesson? You have to accept the truth. No! Looks like Mapocolops doesn't help me at all. I guess I'll try something else next time. Oh. Write down your name. Apparently that's the game. Whoa. The fourth wall has been broken. We were getting looked right into. So, don't have this person accept the truth? Interesting. Again? I hope we can do it this time. So we're at the beginning. Do I just have to help them no matter what and just do the ... to reach the end, to get the milk to the end of the road? We gotta get the milk home and walk down the road to the store and rehearse my speech. It's been so long since I've been out of the house that I completely forgot what words to say when entering a store. Go into the store. Shut up and go already. Hey, aren't you supposed to help me? Take a deep breath of air. Hello, can I... Crap, I forgot. 19th attempt and I'm failing again. Bite my lip in frustration. So, once again. Hello, can I get it? Wow, that's a whole word more. Thank you, I'm trying my best. I think this time the L sound was longer than usual. Do you think that's it? Who knows? Hello, can I... I wish I hadn't said anything. I'm gonna pick different options this time. Loser. Don't insult me, please. By the way, you've been walking with your left foot on the pavement, your right foot in the grass for a full minute now. What? My right foot is frozen in the air. How much? 50 steps on the pavement and 51 in the grass. You have to undo the previous step. How do you imagine that? It's not the first time this has happened. You're so stupid. Ah, there you go. I wanted to test this and see what would happen. There you go. Looks like Mapocolops doesn't help me at all. I guess I'll try something else next time. And now I understand. Okay. So I was right to avoid the options that were like just mean and helping her along to get the bag of milk. But then unfortunately, you cannot get this person to accept the truth. You have to gloss over that one. So there you go. We've figured it out. We've cracked the milk code. If you don't mind, I am going to take us exactly to where we were before. So we'll pretend that I'm saying all of this once again. I'm gonna go insane if I have to read for the third time. In a game that's filled with reading? Oh, Mapocolops. Let's at least get ourselves to the store, shall we? Maybe we only get like a certain amount of things that we can say before it becomes too late. Alright, let's get ourselves to the store. This is how you speedrun a visual novel. I'm just reading it really fast. Oh no, I have to encounter the O person. I have to encounter the O person again. No. And it's a shape I don't understand. Oh, excuse me, what? Excuse me, oh! You should have done that. He's obviously not going to change his lines. You run the risk of ending up in an endless loop. Excuse me. Oh. What? Oh, what? Oh, what? Oh! Excuse me, what? Oh, what? Oh. What is he trying to tell you? He's trying to scare me. I'm terrified by O. I have a frightening image when I picture it in my head. I can show you, explaining won't be enough, but keep in mind that it will cost me a dozen nerve cells. There we go. So that's what that said. A dozen nerve cells to look at the big O. Something like that. So I'll just continue to ignore his question. What O? What O? What O? What? Oh. I gather all my will into a fist. Oh? Oh! My interlocutor shook and crawled away. You just repeat it after him. And it worked. Do it more often. Wait, I said he crawled away. Did he really crawl away? I mean, I didn't even look in his direction. When exactly did you say that? I did say that. Just now. Personally, I didn't hear it. That's because I'm having my own thoughts. You're just trying to distract me. But I know that my words were shown on the screen. Standing by the shelves, on the rack, there are bags of milk. We both stand and the milk lies, or maybe... Hey, slow down. Do you even remember why you're here? To buy milk. So buy it. Right here? What do you expect me to say? I guess something like, not here. Not here. Take the bag and go to the cash register. I guess the first sentence. And you, as if out of spite, didn't pause before the second one. You want to rob me of my little victories? I sigh and reach out to take the milk, or rather the bag with the milk inside, or rather a bag of milk inside a bag. Or rather a bag of milk inside a bag of milk. Or rather a bag of milk inside a bag of milk inside a bag. Or rather a bag of milk inside a bag of milk inside... Come on, come on. 15 minutes before the store closes. Hurry up. I remembered what these games are called. Visual novels. That game, that style of game that Mapocolops said he wasn't going to play. He said, I'm not going to do visual novels, guys. And then the wheel chose a visual novel. So here we are. We're playing a visual novel. Isn't it fun? Isn't it so fun? We're playing a visual novel. Is this the beginning of the Mapocolops visual novel arc? No. And by the way, the numbers are written there in full with letters. Aren't visual novels worse than books? But there are authors. They're the authors are not lazy, so don't get lazy either. Wait, I thought only your thoughts were visible on the screen. Not anymore, so watch your mouth. Anyway, you heard me. Hurry up, you'll get it at home again. I'm on my way. Alright, let's try and not get it at home again, shall we? Hello, can I get some milk, please? Milk, please! You have it. Give. I put a weighty bag on the register. Of course, not just the bag, but the milk too. Hi, can I have it, please? No. Please? No. But please, Mum will throw me out of the window if I get back without milk. No. But why not? Give more. I don't have anything else. Hey. What? Pay for the milk. Ha! Really? What would I do without you? I take a crumpled bill out of my pocket and hand it to the cashier. He starts to carefully examine it. It took about 2 days before he nodded contentedly and put it in the cash register. Thank you, goodbye. Look at all that practice paying for the milk. It's paid off. I walk down a familiar street past the gas station. A bag of milk unpleasantly tugs at my hand, reminding me of the days when I was in physical therapy. By the way, they gave me a bag at the checkout, so now I'm carrying a bag of milk in another bag. I don't think anything of it, just love the pyramidal structure of verbal constructions. The gas station is getting closer. How are you feeling? Thank you for your interest. I feel like a mile-long bar of ice cream. What is that supposed to mean? As if I tell you. But I'm really interested. Well, look, the ratio of water to milk and the volume of air occupied by me is about 30-1. And yeah, ice cream is not the best unless you want to drink more than eat. Anyway, the road from the store to the gas station is a stick, and the road from the gas station to home is ice cream. During today's walk, my body has been to every part of this path. Simple math. I see. I feel movement under my feet. Asphalt grains, petrol stains. I'm trying to keep my balance. And how do people move over something as uneven as the city plain? Gently, heel, toe, I count in my mind every meter of the path I walk. I even close my eyes for more concentration. Hey, watch out! I unconsciously take a sharp step to the side. At the same moment, a huge bear rushes past me with a wild screech. Hey, I'm walking here! I cast a reproachful glance at the swiftly departing giant. Its red eyes, in turn, look at me with mockery. Did you see that? How brazen. It was a truck. Oh, really? Although, if you think about it, are there bears with eyes on the back of their heads? You could have died. Come on, are you saying someone would seriously want to kill an innocent girl carrying a bag of milk? The world is a cruel and dangerous place. I'm not in the world you're talking about. My journey continues. If you think about it, the road from the store is one interesting property. It adjusts to me in the most bizarre ways. When I'm in a hurry, all the traffic lights turn off helpfully. When I feel like crying, a cloud peers over me and pours rain streams that hide my tears. Right now I can feel a cloud slowly gathering over the top of my head. I'm sad. Are you sure this is really happening? What else could it be? Should I just say nothing? I go, I don't know. You know what? What? Since I'm a character in a visual novel, I want to talk to whoever is reading this right now. If you say so. I forcefully squeeze my head with my hands and place a thought block. Out of the corner of my eye, I notice a small bench. The perfect place for cliched visual novel monologues. I move closer, place a noticeably weighted bag of milk next to it, and raise my head to the sky. Listen, I'm a little embarrassed. I realize that I'm going crazy. The medications are becoming less and less effective, so... Ultimately, things will happen painlessly, I hope. You know what I'm talking about. I'll be honest with you, and I expect the same from you, please. Do you know what I'm talking about? Oh. Hang on. There's a goddamn... Wow, interesting. Yes? Please capitalize it. You're ruining the narrative. That's ridiculous. I'll say yes, with a capital Y. Really? I must be nothing like the model protagonist at all, huh? To be honest, I haven't read many visual novels. Sometimes I regret it because now it costs me a lot of effort just to distinguish between letters and words. By the way, if you don't mind, I'd rather not name my diagnosis. Let at least you be the one who sees me for who I am. Even though I made you up, don't take that away from me, okay? Don't ask me for too much. How stupid does this all seem? From the very beginning, you've been following me, reading my delusional thoughts, hearing my silly conversations. I must seem crazy and weird to you? What is it like to see the world through my eyes? Ever since something happened, all I see is red. Red blood everywhere. No, don't worry about me. I got used to it a long time ago. Admittedly, I'd even forgotten what other colors look like. Come on. Those monsters from the store, they didn't scare me at all. After all, I know they won't hurt me. Sometimes I think that they themselves are afraid of me. Can you imagine that? By the way, if you want to ask me what happened, please don't. Promise? Should I say promise or should I say yes? Should I say I promise? I'm serious. Of course, you couldn't help but ask. In the end, I'm just talking to myself. Sooner or later, I would have brought it up. So, you're really that interested in what happened to me? I won't waste time. What do you see? Red? I have to answer this. This is so weird. Red. Anyway, this is my dad. Some of his parts, at least. We do have a very difficult family. But despite all the problems, I never would have thought... Sorry, I shouldn't have raised my voice. Anyway, he jumped out the window and died. This is my last memory. Then a long gap. Well, we definitely saw red, did we not? Jeez. This is why we see red all the time. Strange. Very strange. Today's the first time I've ever been able to buy something in a store without a major incident. Of course, the medicine helped me. However, I think it's more your merit. I kept thinking, we mustn't screw up in front of the reader, or oh my god, what will he think? I don't know why I decided to become a visual novel character for the sake of going to the store today, but it clearly paid off. Thank you. By the way, it seems to me that there are some boundaries in our communication. That's how I like it. And yet I've been so sad lately. The text box has been removed. I've been thinking more and more about what my life has become ever since my dad... Well, you know. Day after day, it's the same thing. I've tried so many medications that I hardly feel any difference between them anymore. As long as they help me keep on my feet, I'm happy. But you know what? Today is a special day, because I have you. There's so much I want to tell you. You can't even... That was very rude of you. Oh no. I'm not going to pressure you. I'm just advising you to go home. I understand. Well, dear reader, shall we go? When I get to my floor, I hang over the railing. Repeating this action every day like a ritual, I stopped being afraid of heights altogether. A few minutes ago, the effects of the medicine finally wore off, so I just enjoy the blissful silence. When I'm under the influence of drugs, terrible and unpleasant melodies sound in my head, mixing with the sounds of the world around me. They create a terrible dissonance in my head. Turn around, go to my apartment. Did you bring the milk? Hi, Mom. Did you bring the milk? Yes, Mom. Did your new medicine help? Yes, Mom. Go to bed. Yes, Mom. I did it. I bought the milk. I bought the milk, chat. I think we did it. I think we completed inside a bag of milk, inside a bag of milk, inside a bag of milk. We did it. I believe we helped this poor individual purchase milk inside a bag of milk. Inside a bag of milk. Wow. I liked that there was the ways that you could fail to do it a little bit differently. Being encountered by some sort of strange monsters that repeat O and make it really difficult for us to buy milk, actually. This was very, very creepy. And then we had our emotional heart-to-heart monologue moment. And then we have the pleasure of going right into the sequel, Milk Outside a Bag of Milk, Outside a Bag of Milk. So there is more for us to play today. That was just one of 2 games for the wheel. So the next one's a little bit longer, I believe. This was just kind of the very first game, and then has gotten a bit of a longer follow-up. So I'm excited to continue and see just how much this is going to evolve. So let me pull this one up. We'll open up the next game, and we shall continue. So I'll just close this one and get the other one up. I've unlocked all achievements for the game. There's 3 achievements. One is O, one is not this time, which means I probably failed, and the other one is milk bought. So there you go. 100% Steam achievements. So now we have milk, outside a bag of milk, outside a bag of milk. So let me open this one up and get this one working. You haven't played the sequel. You've only played the first one. Well, there you go. Let's see how this goes, shall we? How are we all feeling? How are we all feeling with that one? English. This game contains flashing images and touches on heavy topics. Take care. This one has a save menu. Okay. Whoa. We've upgraded. We've upgraded our visuals. We're getting a recap of the first game in animation. I like that their eyes are red because that's all they can see. Yeah, we're getting a animated recap of what we just played. I don't know if I want to see the mother in animated form because she looked horrifying. She looked like she had no eyes. No! Oh, okay. So that was our animated recap of the first one. And now we start a new game. Very different. I'm walking to my room, trying not to look around. Playful shadows dance around me here and there. They dash all over the walls, the ceiling. One of those shadows whizzes past me, touching my face ever so slightly. I smile and continue walking, paying it no mind. Sometimes it's so easy to lose self-control and track of time, spinning in a joyful dance. But I'm in a bit of a hurry here. Mum told me to go to bed. It picks up right where it left off. I walk past the kitchen on the way to my room. The door is shut, but I can still feel the chilling air coming from the other side. My first thought is that there's a living corpse blowing into the keyhole, laughing mockingly. That's so silly. I'm absolutely sure we have no corpses in our kitchen. I know for sure that we've never had any corpses in our kitchen. I'm absolutely sure that... I break into a run and dash toward the closed door. Shadows intensify their chaotic dance. Are they trying to stop me or calm me down? I don't know. It doesn't matter right now. Don't you get it? I wave my hands around as I run, trying to chase away my annoying pursuers. Then I suddenly realize that I won't be able to stop in time. I've got no other choice but to break the door now. If there's somebody inside, I'll surely scare them to death. But wait, how can I scare to death someone who's already dead? What if it actually revives them? No, I don't want that. What do I do? I couldn't fully complete my thought when my shoulder hit the door and it flew open. As I expected, there was no living corpse inside, but there was a bag of milk I bought today, sitting right in the middle of the table, watching me with its unblinking eyes. I stare back. Nothing happens. Although, what exactly did I expect? Gratitude? Have I done something that warranted it? A bag of milk probably doesn't care whether it's on the shelf in a store or on the table in my mum's kitchen. On the other hand, nobody would drink milk inside the store, which means I took it from the safest place in the world and into the scary unknown. I'm so sorry, you poor thing. I turn away in shame and leave the room in a hurry. I only bring others trouble. I walk toward my room through a narrow corridor. I meet a familiar formless creature at the door. It locks me in its clutches and starts sniffing every inch of my body like a hungry dog. I'm not struggling. I know it's useless. I just stay silent and endure its tight grip that stops me from moving. Sniffing me from head to toe, the creature holds out its ugly paws, bearing a single claw, thin and sharp like a blade. Again, I stare questioningly into the monster's bottomless eye sockets. Don't move. The creature squeezes my hands until my veins start bulging. I just keep staring into the black cavities where its eyes should be, ignoring all pain. I've promised so many times. Stay put. The moment it says that, its claw pierces my arm. I don't feel anything other than the barely discernible crawling under my skin and the ring of tightly sprung sinews. But then the claw injects its venom into me. It hurts. A white veil appears in front of my eyes. My fingers cramp and start twitching frantically. I lose control over my body and slowly slide to the floor, just like last time. But why do I feel so hot? I feel my blood boiling up, strong shivers run through my body, paralyzing every single cell, while my veins and arteries heat up, almost bursting from that pressure. I try screaming, but instead of producing words, I vomit thick, milky foam. The creature notices it and throws itself at me in anger, grabbing me by the throat while keeping the poisonous claw inside my arm. Kill me! Kill me! Hysterical screams resound through the corridor. In a fit of madness, the creature starts scratching my neck. Bright splashes fly everywhere, hitting the walls with a loud sound. I try to imprint where every drop fell in my memory so I could gather them all later. I need to remember. A new wave of pain washes over me. Everything turns pitch black in an instant. Say it. I'll never drink milk ever again. I say it. I'll never drink milk ever again. Say it again. I'll never drink milk ever again. I'll never drink milk ever again. What is going on? I'm just wondering if it's like, because I think that our bottomless eyes monster is our own mother. And I'm wondering if it's like just the traumatized mental state that just sees reality in this completely different way, that like the concept of being embraced and injected with a claw isn't as sinister as it is in reality, but in her like broken mind it is. But it's like, it's so hard to really figure out what's going on as this is happening because it's so fucking strange. The presentation of this is so cool though as well. Huge step up. I like the way that this is being presented now. We're no longer helping or talking to her, we're just navigating a nightmare. I finally get to my room. I'm so tired of all this fuss. Thankfully, I still feel comfy and warm in my room. Even the weird sounds coming from the outside don't make me anxious at all. Mum told me to go to bed, so I need to perform all the needed preparations. I've washed my face, and now I'm standing in front of the mirror with a toothbrush in my mouth. I look at my reflection. It shows absolutely no desire to sleep. Yeah, I get how you feel. There was a time when the last minutes before I sleep were my favorite time of the day. I loved anticipating the inevitable moment when the reality and the dream world would clash. I woke up for that moment's sake, lived through the day for it. My biggest dream was to sleep all day long. It would have been so cool, but the dreams always slowly but surely slipped away. As if somebody fished them out of my head one after another, until nothing was left. And now I have to sleep again, even though I don't feel any need for it. After finishing with my face, I usually reach out for my pills. It's funny, but I've no idea how they work separately since I always swallow them as a bunch without thinking. Now I want to have a better look at it, to twirl it between my fingers, to chew on it. I'd do anything to stall for just a little bit more time. The smooth, protruded red capsule is looking at me. It's covered in a murky, semi-transparent film, but I can still discern its contents. So what do we have inside you? gently press on the capsule from both sides, and to my surprise, it turns out to be soft and squishy. I press harder and the capsule pops. Sticky, bright red liquid pours out. Filthy. Filthy. The pill flies straight to the waste bin. I start rigorously washing my hands. No, there's no way I'm drinking that. Next was a flat pill of the same blood red color. There were some letters printed out on it. Oh, I get it. This is the medicine that makes me really sleepy. But it's not the type of sleep I want. That's not it at all. It's fake. No, I don't even want to look at it. The pill flies into the waste bin as well. The next half an hour goes by in a similar fashion. I study every pill from all sides, and then I find a reason not to swallow it. I invent my own medicine instead and enjoy swallowing them after another, letting myself drown in their healing effects. Hey, my neck doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my hand doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my head doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my heart doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my stomach doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my eyes don't hurt anymore. How come I didn't think of this earlier? This is so simple. I need to brag about it to someone right away. Well, not to my mum. She'll just scold me. And she's sure I'm already sleeping anyway. I don't want to disturb her without reason. I'll think of something myself. Besides, I just really want some small talk. I wonder, who's going to be my conversation partner? Hey. Whoa. Okay, I think we've finally been included in the situation. Hey, long time no see. It hasn't even been an hour. You know we're only supposed to meet once per day, right? Why does your voice sound so grim? Naturally, I've read the manual. Judging by the pictures, the overdose side effects are the usual headaches, dizziness, exhaustion. Basically, nothing I can't handle by myself. After all, now I know how to do it. You didn't reply. Aren't you even a little bit happy? Not even the slightest bit? I'm pretty exhausted after today. Well, I guess you are too. That's not true. You need to go to bed. No, you've been in control for way too long already. It's my turn now. All right. I'll just stay silent until the medicine's effects wear off. How about that? Hey, you can't do that. You need to do your best to make me feel better. That's exactly what I'm doing. What a bully. Actually, why am I even worried about this? In reality, I don't need you at all. I'm so energetic and I feel great, which means I can do anything, and you can only watch and agonize over your uselessness. I can only imagine how angry you are right now. What made you so happy all of a sudden? And why would I be sad? Remember yourself a couple of hours ago? I don't know what you mean. Stop lying. Nah, I still don't understand. Whatever. Unlike you, I won't forget that pathetic, snotty girl for a long time. She just whines and whines all the time. Don't even try ruining my mood. I want to have fun while we're together, alright? So you're the one calling the shots now? Yeah. Well, let's see how long you can last. We'll see, yeah. Am I really that pathetic? Say something. I can feel the tears streaming down my cheeks, hanging from my chin and then falling on my clothes, burning holes in them. That was fast, but not unexpected. Hey, at least I tried. Go wash your face, then we'll decide what to do with you. I'm in front of a mirror again. I keep staring at my reflection, trying not to get distracted by the sneery looks the walls are giving me, trying not to drown in their giggling. But then me in the mirror also shows me a creepy smile, bares her teeth at me. Surely there's got to be some element of one of our issues being that we're totally schizophrenic, right? I shut my eyes. That doesn't help. It wouldn't have helped even if I sunk through the floor. I start counting in my mind. 2 squared, 2 by 2 squared, a square squared, a square pyramid squared, a pyramidal structure cubed, a pyramidal structure hypercubed. I feel better. My head is splitting apart now. How do you feel? You're mocking me, right? I'm obligated to ask you this at least a couple of times per session. A session, huh? You don't like that word? I'm fine. No, you're not. I don't know why, but I thought I'd be able to take control. I was almost ready to. I was sure I'd be able to change something. After all, I was able to buy milk, you know? Yeah, you ought to know how challenging it was. Is that why you threw away the medicine? What a stupid decision, right? Whatever it was your decision. Does it even matter? And what do you think? I can't be sure about anything, and you don't take me seriously anyway. Then why did you do that? I felt like I'd be able to fight it on my own. It's true, the pain subsided for a bit at that time, but now I feel it triple in force. It hurts so bad. You know what to do. Dejected, I reach out for the shelf with my medicine. I swallow the pills one after another, chasing away the unpleasant visions that keep floating up in my memory. And yet, my mind still draws a terrifying picture. Lumps of coagulated blood in transparent coating travel down my esophagus, scratching its soft walls, leaving behind furrows. I shake my head violently. I don't care if it makes me feel dizzy or worsens my pain. I just don't want to think about something so repulsive. You still haven't changed. What do you mean? You're afraid of being alone. This worries you much more than pain. Yeah, I guess. I toss the last pill into the air and catch it with my mouth. I lie on the floor, and I look at the ceiling. I can clearly hear water running in the metal pipes up there. I hear the cracking of concrete blocks that will someday surely fall on my head. But I'm not afraid of that at all. I can't imagine my death coming from above. Rather, it's rearing its claws from somewhere below, waiting for me to lose focus. Do you want to talk about it? No, I've had enough of talking. What do you want then? I just want to lie down for a bit. I carefully extract my thoughts that are yet to be fully formed from my head and lay them out on the ceiling in orderly rows. Now it's my corkboard. In hopes of seeing the whole picture, I switch them from one place to another, pile them on top of each other, scatter them around. In the end, I throw them off with my hand, annoyed, and start over. I can't do it. I'm not sure what this is in the background that's moving, but it was like, I think it was like the mother's face when it was at the previous angle. But I don't know I can't make out what this is. You can always imagine your thoughts as something small and swarming like cockroaches. Ew, I hate cockroaches. Can I make them fireflies? I don't mind either way. I didn't even have time to blink before my thoughts, they're fireflies now, start whirling all over the ceiling of their own accord, forming whimsical patterns. I could only observe them and wait for the right moment. It's just, that moment doesn't come. The mocking sounds of flapping wings coming from the ceiling make me start losing my patience. Enough, I hate you. I spring to my feet and scream at the top of my lungs. The fireflies scatter. Good job. Now start over. No way. Unstable behavior makes you look bad. I don't give a damn. So that doesn't bother you? Should it? Yes? And what do you want me to do then? I don't know, it's up to you. You're at it again. What do you mean? Never mind. I've changed my mind anyway. Please don't stay silent for this long anymore. I'm having a hard time without your help. Fine. I raise my eyes to look at the ceiling once more. Sadly, all my fireflies seem to be hiding somewhere. I need to find them. I glance around the room. There are too many places for a creature as small as a firefly to hide here. They can be anywhere. Suddenly I hear a deafening rumble. The clock just hit midnight. It's so late already, but I can't go to bed right now. Will you help me? Please tell me that you'll help me. Come on, stop bullying me. You've promised to talk to me. What were you thinking while lying on the floor? What do you mean? You should know it better than anyone else. That's the thing. I have no idea. This is weird. Will you tell me? Okay, getting choked out. I roll my sleeves and start rubbing my eyes intensely. They're so itchy. Why are you crying? My eyes are itchy. Did you drink milk? I wonder if I tear out all my eyelashes one after another, will my eyes stop itching? I wonder if I tear out all my eyelashes one after another, all my eyelashes one after another, if I tear out all my eyelashes one after another. What have you done? I need to gather the glass and then I need to have a bath and then... Here, drink some milk. No! I stand in the middle of the room, my mouth agape, gasping for air. I think I just experienced death. I don't know any other way to explain what happened. Well, that was surely something. Will you tell me or not? About what? Let's look for the fireflies instead. You're acting weird. Help me instead of running your mouth. I've already had enough adventures before bed. I need to gather my thoughts quickly and go to bed. And my thoughts are hiding from me. To be honest, I have no idea where to look for them. Me neither. I guess we'll have to tear the whole place apart. No, 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 and no. If I make even the smallest of messes here, I'll feel really bad. All the things should stay in their places, and that's it. Why? Are you trying to come up with a reason right now? Who, me? No, of course not. I think you forgot to put up your mind block. I can see through you. Rude. Alright then, so we need to find a bunch of tiny insects inside a mountain of junk without moving anything even an inch? Yeah. My oh my. I have an idea. Last time, becoming a visual novel character helped me achieve my goal. Now I want to become a point-and-click adventure game character. You know, those games have moments where you just look at different objects and something inevitably happens. It sounds so fun. And what about the things you use regularly? Do you refuse to touch them as well? It would make it even more interesting. This is so childish. And want to know what the best part? You'll be the one doing it. Oh no. Oh yes. I start panicking as soon as I get in a multiple choice situation. I'll just keep changing my mind and end up crying and running away. Do you want that to happen? You're such a handful. You've already proven that you're able to make decisions. Why not continue on that road? Come on, don't be so boring. I was just teasing you. You don't have to bear the whole burden. Asking for help is a reasonable decision too. Let's begin already. I go to the middle of the room and look around. Where would I hide if I were a tiny firefly? Ah, this is so thrilling. My heart gets warmer from the pleasant anticipation. Hey. What? Look down. I look down. After a moment, a small bag of light and warmth crawls out from under my sweater. Wowee! There's smoke coming from your clothes. Whatever. I carefully grab the firefly. It's pleasantly scorching to the touch. I put it on my shoulder. I'm sorry, little guy. Time to come home now. As if it were an order, the firefly slowly drifts up, circles around my head for a bit, and then flies into my ear with the speed of a bullet. Tickles. One down. Let's look for the others. Yeah. We are a point-and-click adventure game. Now, there we go. Okay. I don't like the noise that makes. Should we go immediately try for the one that makes terrible noise? The one that reacts to our cursor as we hover above it? Yeah, this is one hell of an experience. Wait, let me click on it. I look at the mound of pills and it makes me feel dizzy. I don't want to think about it. I don't. What's wrong? I've almost skipped my dose for today. How reckless. I could have died. Hey, calm down. You've already fixed that. Yeah, because you ordered me to. Things could have been much worse. Yeah. I heave a deep sigh, come closer and extend my hand. Wow, it's warm. The moment those words leave my lips, one of the bottles overturns. Pills rain down from it, and along with them, a firefly. Hooray! After circling above my head a couple of times, it finally lands in my palm. The firefly rushes up my arm, and upon reaching my shoulder, crawls straight into my ear. My mind becomes a little clearer. Okay, we have completed one. Turn my eyes toward an inconspicuous shelf near the mirror. There's a glass with a toothbrush sitting on it, and a small towel is hanging nearby. What a wonderful sight. My fireflies are smart and good. They would never get in there. They know about personal hygiene. Okay, let's look somewhere else. Your usual notebook pages glued to the wall with duct tape. Numbers are drawn on them. It's the only kind of information I can take in without trouble. Dosage and side effects? Yeah. I thought you know them by heart. Yeah. This is not your handwriting, isn't it? Of course it's not. Shaky, broken lines, ugly numbers. It's not writing, it's more like claw marks. Don't forget to thank your mom. I don't need your advice. My scream makes the pages rustle restlessly. After a moment, a firefly appears from underneath one of them. After looking around in a businesslike manner, it takes off into a businesslike flight and ends up entering my businesslike ear. Hey, let's continue searching. So, like, claw scratch marks. So the way that we view our mother is cursed. I tilt my head backwards and almost fall over. The closet is hanging under the ceiling, at least 300 feet off the floor. Are you joking? Even though it's my room, not everything here is for me to use. Whatever. I don't care. Yeah, I don't care at all. Like, totally, and I'm definitely not worried. Not even the littlest bit. Not even a smidgen of the littlest bit. Not even for 1,000%. That's how much I don't care. Hey, I'm not even done telling you how much I don't care. From this moment on, I'm ignoring you. Oh, no you don't. Then act normal. Okay, can't access that. I am just going through this in a very orderly sequence, aren't I? From like, I'll just go over in a sequence. Multiple different things on the shelf for us to examine. Right, insects enjoy pollinating the flowers and stuff like that. Yeah, I guess. I get close to the flower shelf, I sniff around, the leaves smell of dust and cardboard and death. You know these plants are long dead, right? I'm not sure a dead plant will be able to attract any insects. Well, we kind of don't have a choice here, you know. Still, you're right. Let's continue searching. Why don't you just throw them out? Weren't you listening to me at all? I look at the alarm clock. Time continues its unstoppable flow. It's so late. Are you tired? You bet I am. I let out a theatric yawn and hold out my arms to the sides. 1, 2. Then I raise them above my head. 3, 4. Maybe a little workout will help me freshen up. Good idea. Do you remember the exercises you've been taught? I think so. I take a hesitant stance. What was it? Heels together? Toes apart? Whatever. I'll go with that. Countdown, 5 minutes. Fine. You have a clock right in front of you, though. I can't look at its hands for too long. At first, I feel like they start moving in the wrong direction, then they disappear altogether. And then things always get messy. Last time I saw a pair of eyes on the clock face. And also, I used to hear voices back in the day. They pleaded for help, I think. What a mess. Truly a mess. It was a mess, right? A mess. Well, are you counting down? My God, finally. What do you mean? I was trying to get through to you for half an hour. Huh? Forget it. Do you see the firefly? No. Let's continue searching then. We just got existential with time, and then we blinked and time passed. I can interact with this a bunch of times and it makes different noises. It's awful. My advice for those that have arrived late into the Milk experience is simply do go back and watch it from the start. We haven't been here for very long. We've been here for like an hour-ish at the moment. And there's some pretty interesting context from the first game that we played. And then it's worth just going through it. I would just watch from the start. I think that's probably a good idea. Because otherwise it's probably even more confusing than the current confusing experience. So I just scroll back. This is the good thing about YouTube Live instead of Twitch is with YouTube Live, you can continue going back and watching from the beginning. And then you can catch up if you watch it on 1.5 times speed, guys. You'll catch up eventually. I doubt it. All the compartments are locked. What if? I don't even want to think about what's inside. Who knows what I'll end up imagining? Okay, no compartments. I look at my laptop. I haven't touched it for years, so it's covered with a layer of dust as thick as my finger. A bizarre item. I fear it. Why? It's a long and boring story. Wonderful. Tell me about it. I insist. I don't remember how it appeared in my room. One of my parents probably brought it here because they couldn't find a better place for it. They didn't prohibit me from using it. On the other hand, they encouraged me to do so. Sure, I've spent my whole days in front of the screen. Games, drawing, engineering calculator, 3D modeling. So much fun stuff to do. You had amusing hobbies. Yeah, I did. Before entering the web. Huh? Imagine this. You're a hamster that lives underground. You have everything for comfortable living. Did you imagine? As always, your analogies are spot on. Okay, I imagined. Alright, so you're a hamster that lives underground. You have everything for comfortable living, okay? Okay. Wonderful. Here's the situation. You're a hamster that lives. Okay, I got it. Do you want to talk about something else? Yeah. You'll end up returning to that subject anyway. On one wonderful day, someone digs you up from your hamster house and brings you to the pet store. Now your new home is a cage. It's way more comfortable and warm compared to the underground. And the most important part, you have a lot of neighbors there. Their cages are identical to yours. The other hamsters look identical to you too. That means you are all the same. Apart from the fact that they were born at that shop. You'll ask, what does that indicate? And I'll tell you, nothing at all. I forgot what I was talking about. Gosh. Okay, let's start over. This time, try to avoid stupid hamster analogies. You know, I'm not at fault here. So, I had a lot of friends online. Tens, hundreds of them. Impossible to count. Is it impossible, though? I had exactly 317 of them. Although, I guess nobody counts the exact number of hamsters when they walk into a pet shop. Hey, don't get distracted. Oh, right. From my 317 friends, 68 were into gaming, just like me. 130 of them like drawing, just like me. The remaining 119 were into calculators and 3D modeling equally. And when I say equally, I don't mean 59 and a half friends on each side. Alright? You can split numbers evenly, no problem, but math doesn't work like that when it comes to friends. A major conundrum, right? Get to the point. I knew, of course, that no real people exist on the web. I also understood that all of my friends die the moment I turn off my laptop. But I still wasn't even a little bit worried. Why? Do you know what computer programs consist of? It's just a combination of numbers. Which means my friends are also numbers. Isn't that amusing? Not really. How do you call them your friends? I mean, everyone who shares my interest is my friend, and I don't care whether they know about my existence or not. Anyways, as I was saying, every program has its own algorithm and purpose, its mathematical formula. And if you solve that formula, you'll be able to predict the program's behavior at any moment. The longer you speak, the less I follow. You don't need to follow me around, just listen. I sit on the floor and the laptop screen ends up right in front of me. The only thing reflected in it is my dim face. A web person is just a random picture and a random string of letters. Words and actions from the web person are just executable code. Hey, let me know if you need a break. And one day someone appeared. From that point on, my laptop was always on. There are no real people on the web, but he was good at pretending. At some moment, I let him trick me. Hey, look. Huh? Suddenly, a firefly slowly crawls out of the laptop's vent grill. I reach for it, gets on top of my palm, blinking all the while. I think it's trying to say something. I can see that myself, if only I knew what. Looks like a cipher. Don't you want to crack it? I changed my mind. I have absolutely no desire to find out what it wants to say. The firefly stops glowing for a moment after that. Then it starts glowing again, as if coming back to its senses. For some time, it thinks about the further course of actions, and flies up and dashes into my ear. Let's continue searching. And what about your story? You must be mad at me for interrupting you. I'm sorry. If you do everything right, I'll finish my story. Maybe. Do you promise? I promise. And if you forget, then remind me, with a code word, for example. What code word? I'll think of one later. And for now, let's keep searching for my fireflies. Okay. Oh, I can just say finish searching. Wild. We'll keep looking, obviously. Very interesting. So I'm wondering if part of her deteriorating mental state also came in the form of just nothing is real. Everyone that I've spoken to in my computer, they're all just made up numbers. And when I turn off my phone, when I turn off my laptop, all of those people are dead. They're gone. It's just like struggling with, like, I've met people like this before that have a sense of like not object permanence, but almost like people permanence. That they just totally forget or fail to acknowledge people if they're not like actively in front of them. We can turn on the radio for some vibes. Good vibes, this one. Ah, yes, I especially like this one. Let's check the grate. It's not easy to get out of here. Okay. The umbrella emanates a faint sense of coolness. No wonder. It's the only thing that defends me against the thunderclouds that gather under my ceiling. It's such a blessing that it can do it without my help. Still, a firefly won't hide in a place like that. It will catch a cold and be unable to fly. You don't want to check it? Why? I'm sure we won't find anything there. This is my sketchbook. Half of its pages are blank, which means it'll still be good for a couple of years. You draw that rarely? Why? Isn't that obvious? If I run out of pages, I'll have to buy a new sketchbook. If I can't get to the stationery store on foot, I'll have to take the bus. Do you even realize what kind of nightmare that can turn into? Maybe you can ask your mum to buy you one? Buy what? Ask whom? Can you even form coherent sentences? Don't play dumb. Ask your mum to buy you a notebook instead. Instead? So you want me to perform a string of actions, but you're also telling me to do one instead of another? And how would I decide which action to take? You're so dyslexic. Man, you're a tough case. You lack empathy. Is that my fault? I get closer to the sketchbook, stepping over the wires, the sleeping bag, the cracks in the laminate, and the window's reflection. The sketchbook is lying on the stool. From my height, it seems like the stool is missing 2 legs. I squat and look again. All the legs are in place. Will I be able to think of an interesting allegory? Oh, let's not go there, okay? I stand up and study the sketchbook from inches away. Its pages are pure white. The last drawing is buried on the previous page, the way it should be. Too bad. I'd love to see it. Maybe next time. A sudden gust of chilly wind breaks into the room and makes the pages rustle. Oh no! I shut my eyes. A distinctive sound of pages turning echoes with headache in my head. I know what's going to happen. The rustling has stopped, even though the wind is still howling from every direction. It can only mean one thing. The notebook is open on the first page. If I wait a little longer, the wind will close it. I won't have to look. If I wait a little longer. If I wait. Open your eyes. No. It's okay, just do it. No way, I know you're lying. Calm down. No. Calm down. No. Calm down. No. Calm down. No. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Fine. I open my eyes with utmost caution. The notebook is still open in the middle. No drawings, nothing. The pages are still pure white. Did I imagine it? I don't know. Did you? You're the smart one here. You tell me. Next time, don't close your eyes. What did you... I couldn't finish speaking because the pages started moving again. Don't close your eyes. Don't make me do it. I'm scared. Trust me. The rustling grows louder. The pages lift up. I can almost see the outlines of drawings on previous pages. No way. Everything that is in the past should stay in the past. You couldn't convince me. That's it. I'm closing my eyes. Look there. A barely visible light seeps through the pages. With every new gust, it becomes brighter and brighter. A firefly. The wind immediately stops. For a moment, the world sinks into a perfect silence, but only for a moment. The buzz that has always been haunting me fills the surroundings. But it doesn't matter now. Goodness gracious, little boy, you made me so scared. The firefly blinks, flies up, and enters my ear, buzzing loudly all the way. It spends some time looking for the perfect spot in my head, but then its buzzing dies down. Phew. Are you okay? We're running short on time, so let's continue searching. So I can finish searching, which makes me think about the time it's taking, but then we need to find all the fireflies. Here's my sleeping bag. It's soft and warm. I'm sure that no living creature would be able to resist the temptation to spend a minute or two inside. They'd want to dig deep into it with a couple of favorite items, close their eyes, and then... Hey, did you fall asleep? Huh? I gently slap my cheeks to return myself to senses. It's already way past midnight. Usually I'd be sleeping like a log at this time, but right now I can't. Let's continue searching. Hey, maybe we'll find something inside. Nah, my thoughts don't have a feature of putting to sleep. Quite the contrary, they always cause insomnia, just like tonight. What? I said, searching here is meaningless. What's funny about that? I imagine myself being a firefly that is looking straight at a giant fan. And I'd be so jealous. The only thing preventing it from flying is a cage it's locked in and the cable. It's like an inmate, if you think about it. It's so sad. Yeah. Let's continue searching. The door's open, but I cannot go out there. It looks like an eye that's closed. You serious? What's wrong? Just think about it. Why would fireflies be attracted to light? I think they're quite self-sufficient already in that regard. Well, only if they purposefully want to lower their self-esteem. I guess we'll check this one last, see if it lets us. We have 2 radios in here, by the way. Maybe 3? I think we've got 3 radios in here. This is the noise that happens when you're being chased by the Scissor Man in Clock Tower. I look up toward a very high place under my ceiling. I can hear a countless number of small legs marching inside the AC unit. Oh well. What happened? Fireflies can't be friends with cockroaches. We'd better look somewhere else. Why would cockroaches be there? Have you forgotten? You were the one who told me to think of my thoughts as cockroaches. Yes, but they became fireflies afterwards, but cockroaches don't disappear just like that. So they occupied this place. Do you understand now? I do. And what are those? Ah, those. Those are the photos of my best memories. But they're blank. I stared at them so intensely that I burned them with my eyes. Now they're just covering the cracks in the walls. Cracks? Forget it. Are we continuing the search or what? Okay, we are. Oh, what's that tiny little thing on the floor? What's this? Oh, okay. I picked up a very tiny thing on the floor and we just said, what's this? I'm going to make sure that even something really, really tiny might still be able to get picked up. I think it's just... Ah, did we forget to click on the bag? We did. I looked down. My school bag. Worn down and silly. It's almost screaming of its own uselessness. From another angle, it looks like a full belly. Its contents are almost regurgitating, decomposing, turning into a sticky, mushy substance. What a cool image. I need to remember this. Totally not cool. Tell me what's inside your bag instead. Nothing special, mostly just all sorts of books. I've taken out all the pens and notebooks out of there and I'm not interested in anything else. You used to go to school, didn't you? Yeah, I did. I had a blast all the way. Are you sure you understood my question? Do you think everything in my life should be doom and gloom? Well, you're wrong. Alright. Well, what did you like the most there? Well, the rooms were really bright, not like at home. That's it. Don't rush me, let me remember. Well, the beds were also soft and the food was nice. By the way, I attended all the classes, the others always skipped. They probably got told off so hard. I smiled gently, absorbed in the warm memories. You never graduated, though. Yeah. Do you remember your last day there? It was a normal day. Dad picked me up earlier than usual. He told me that I'm already too old for the school curriculum. I also realized that some time ago the tasks were way too easy. Then we got into the car and went home. Mum greeted us there, we had dinner and went to our rooms. And what happened then? I don't remember. Does it even matter? Tell me about it again. Is your memory that bad? Please. Oh, fine. That day, Dad picked me up from school earlier, explaining to me that I need to grow up. It's not like I could completely grasp what he meant. Either way, I didn't resist. We got into the car and went home. Mum greeted us there, we had dinner together, and went to our separate rooms. Satisfied? Tell me about it again. Dad dragged me out of the school building while I was scratching and biting. The teachers didn't interfere. That scene was ordinary for them. Who knows what the little brat has done? Then he pushed me into the car and we drove home in complete silence. Mum greeted us there, we had dinner together and went to our separate rooms. Please, let's not discuss this further. No, you'll tell me again. Dad bought milk on our way home. Again. I hate milk so much. Mum was not home. Again. I hate Mum so much. What happened next? Suddenly I feel someone's eyes on my back. Knowing that these moments should never be ignored, I turn around. But there's nothing there. What happened next? Everything that happened next happened after something that led to everything that happened after what had happened. I look at my bag again. Light pouring into the room through the window glints in the metal parts. There's also a shadow underneath it, which means it's real, sadly. Whatever, I don't care anyway. I almost end up kicking the bag in a fit of sudden anger, but I manage to stop myself in the nick of time. If I move it even an inch, the whole picture will collapse and I'll go blind. It has already happened. Countless times. What do you mean you'll go blind? I spent months memorizing the location of every item in my room. That's why I can see them so clearly and vividly. You won't get it. Look at your feet. I look down and see that a small insect is crawling toward me from my bag. It's barely glowing. I can't even fly. I guess this firefly is really tired. I bend down to pick it up. The firefly starts glowing brightly as soon as I touch it, then flies up. There you go, boy. Good job. After doing a victory lap around the room, it flies toward me with high speed. I shut my eyes, anticipating the firefly to enter my ear. It's exactly what happens. After it gets inside, it buzzes for a little while and goes silent. This one is kind of sad. I wonder why. It doesn't matter. What matters is that it's no longer alone. Sure, let's continue searching. Diving into these memories. It's because, like, that's the thing. She can only see red now. So she's memorized the location of everything in her room as a result. Can I touch this yet? No. I can touch the bin. I get close to the waste bin and look inside it with curiosity. Pill packaging, notebook pages, and other garbage. Boring. There's nothing here. Indeed, no self-respecting firefly would hide in a heap of garbage. Can't disagree with you there. I believe I have inspected everything I can before hitting finish searching. So sadly, it seems that this pile of garbage cannot be clicked on. I can't make out what it is. Are these all our bags of milk? Are they all bags of milk? Is that what that's going to end up being? I guess I should say finish searching. You found all the fireflies. Amazing. I guess I've managed to gather my thoughts, but something still worries me. On the other hand, I wasn't supposed to be happy anyway. Why not? If I lose something and then find it, it's just going back to the starting point. No changes at all, a zero sum. And happiness is always about being positive, right? You shouldn't think too much. It hurts you. I want to sleep. How about you get some fresh air before sleeping? What do you mean? Well, go to the balcony. Breathe in some air. Somehow those words triggered a panic attack in me. I subconsciously step away from the balcony. I don't think it's a good idea. Why? This may sound silly, but I feel like someone is watching me. Alright, let's stay here. Yeah. What are you gonna do? What's with this silly question? I'm gonna sleep, of course. Hoping that tomorrow will only come after a year, or a decade. Imagining myself to be outside of my mortal shell, but at the same time still being me. Ridiculous. Like milk outside a bag of milk, and yet... You don't have to talk out loud for me to understand that you're worried about me. I know that already. I also know that our time is running short. You won't take another pill. Of course not. In fact, I won't take it tomorrow either. And the day after tomorrow. And never ever. That's a goodbye then? No. I have one more small favor to ask, a really, really small one. What is it? I've blurted out way too much today, a lot of stuff I'd want to forget forever. I don't blame you, but was it really necessary? You'll see tomorrow. No, I wouldn't be able to sleep like this. Fine. What's the favor? I nervously scratch my wrists and bite my lower lip. Wait a minute, you're afraid to tell me? Yes. I'm also scared that something bad might happen if I tell you. But I'm also scared that when something bad happens, something way worse will happen. Stop, I get it already. Still, I won't leave you alone until you tell me. She never gave me that code word either. Bully. No, you. I crawl into my sleeping bag. The lower part of the room is very cold. I hurry to wrap myself in blankets, even though the electric heater is working hard to keep me warm. We don't even have a bed, dude. I'm sad because the dreams just won't come anymore. You won't believe me if I tell you how I dealt with it at first. Of course I'll believe you. I know, it was a joke. Well, anyway, I washed my face, brushed my teeth, lied down, and started imagining that I'm watching a dream. I didn't sleep at all, of course, and I always look sleepy in the morning. After a week of insomnia, I started feeling weird and seeing things. Letters floating in the air, strange silhouettes that appeared in the most unexpected of places. Bulging eyes with trembling, pale pupils. It was scary, you know. And one day I almost died. I just collapsed in the middle of the room and couldn't move for a while, and then silhouettes, letters, and eyes were hanging over me and hissing. So, are we doing, like, epilepsy as well? It was horrible. And well-deserved, I guess. Like epilepsy and seizures. It felt like I was caught on the biggest lie in the world. Yeah, it felt exactly like that. After that, I stopped. But the silhouettes, letters, and eyes stayed there. I guess they like this place. They always follow in my wake, peeping at me, and I'm kind of scared of them, and I can't even argue with them. But today, well, still too scared to tell me? Of course, they're still listening, you know. Use your hands. Alright. I start chaotically twirling my fingers with enthusiasm, forming complex shapes. You want me to tell you a bedtime story? Shh. I was trying so hard here, don't you get it? They'll hear you. Relax. Nobody can hear you. So what do you say? I'd be happy to, but I have no idea how to tell them. Oh, it's incredibly easy. Just talk about something without stopping. Sounds silly. But it's not. And meaningless. You don't know what you're talking about. I know enough to realize that we'll just end up wasting time. Let's just focus on something actually important. Boring. Fine. Close your eyes. Oh shit. Oh shit, we've gone back to the original experience. Oh my god. No. Oh my god, no. We're reverting. We've gone back to the previous art style. Holy shit. I wake up on a wooden bench. In front of me lies a narrow, dimly lit alley. An awfully familiar road. Where could I have seen it? Finally. Oh, dude, this is so crazy. I hear a voice coming from the side. I turn around and see a boy with a weird expression on his face. It's cool because it's like the previous game's art style, but still with like some improvements to like what we can see. This is so weird. You're late. Who are you? The boy blinks in bewilderment. We're not going anywhere like this. Try again. And he takes a very deep breath. You are late. I stare at him, confused. He stares back, also confused. Sorry? The boy nods, satisfied. See? Much better. Do you have a name? My name's Treska. I give the brat an evaluating look. He's so young, yet already coming at me with questions like that? None of your business. And besides, will anyone tell me what I'm doing here? Hey, that's rude. It's not like there's somebody else here besides me. Haven't they told you anything? I know all there is to know, for one. About what? You're obligated to escort me to the store. Treska says that and strikes a victory pose. No way I'm doing that. You do understand that refusal is futile. Well, aren't you full of yourself? I'm serious. I'm not the one who decided that. You think I'm delighted with your company? He's weird. Constantly shifting between happiness, sadness, loudness, silence. He's a wacko. His name is stupid. Are we going or what? You can go. I need to think. I'd be happy to, but I don't know the way. Treska puts on a cunning smile. I bite my lower lip in frustration. I'll be honest with you, I don't like you. He simply bursts out laughing in reply. I do like you, though. Then he grabs my hand without hesitation. I don't even have time to retort. Lead the way. Our trip to the store went fine, if not for the fact that Treska was walking way faster than me. And on the other hand, at times he stopped abruptly and went backwards, studying the ground underneath his feet. The 51 steps and then going backwards to get to the 50 steps. He's walking too many steps on one side. In the end, the trip took a lot longer than it should. Oh no, this is weird. This is like... Dude! This is like... I'm in the... Okay, so... Treska is like the guy... Oh my god. So in Milk Inside a Bag... Oh, what if, like, this is what's happening? We were playing as Treska, and then the voice that is talking to is just, like, us behind him. Or something. It's like... You know what I'm... Does that make sense, what I'm saying? Like, I'm the voice talking to a different person now, trying to, like... You're either trying to help the person get to the store, or you're just, like, being rude to them, and then it fails? Oh, that's so weird. And again, I will repeat, if you do want to just go back to the start of the stream and watch from the very beginning, that's okay. You can do that. You could go back. I know that the feeling of wanting to be here and be like live, and it's weird that it's a live stream because it's in that element of arriving a little bit late. But I promise you, I probably value your experience more. And I feel like you guys should just, like, if you come here late, you should go back to the beginning. And, like, even if you just watch it on, like, 1.5, 2 times speed, you'll get the context. And you could eventually catch up. I think we might be done soon anyway, because it's a bit of a shorter experience. But, like, it's worth getting the beginning context. It's like joining halfway into a movie. And I know that streams make that a little bit difficult. So, you know, I know that. It's so strange. But definitely check the beginning of this, because it's... Otherwise, this is making even less sense than what it already does, you know? But this is amazing. This is amazing. I'm curious to see how this is going to evolve. In the end, the trip took a lot longer than it should. After reaching the store's doors, we were greeted by a sign. We're closing in 20 minutes. What the bright idea to indicate their working hours in this way? They probably have special staff for this. Someone who runs to change the sign every 5 minutes. It's convenient. Are you joking? Yeah. You're so annoying. It's much better than being boring. How old are you, by the way? None of your business. And what's your name? None of your business. I was ready to slap the living hell out of the brat, but a scary-looking man suddenly appeared behind the glass. He's holding a cardboard sign that says, "We're closing in 15 minutes." Let's go. What are you waiting for? Huh? Oh, yeah. After another round of going across the long row of canned products, we realize that we're lost. I can't believe you don't know where they sell milk. Maybe we should ask somebody for directions? Sure. Hey, wait up. Tresca lets go of my hand and walks confidently toward one of the few store's customers. That person is standing with their back to us, studying something on the shelf. Hello, can I can't hear neither the second part of his question nor the reply he gets, but my good-for-nothing friend freezes in place, looking the customer straight in the eye. I hurry toward them. Is he yours? The customer talks to me. He speaks with disgust while wearing a scornful expression. If he's yours, please get him away from me. Yes, I'm sorry. I grab Tresca's hand and lead him away, still looking at the customer, his mouth ajar and eyes popped. He's also shaking. Only when we turn around the corner, Tresca calms down. What was that? I got so scared. He said... What? Is he going to say oh? No, not again! Suddenly, Tresca starts screaming like crazy. I cover his mouth with my hand. His face is burning. He's crying. Can you act normal? You don't understand. Of course I don't. I don't understand anything. Annoying other people is still wrong, though. This is something you don't understand, it seems. You're mean. Who, me? Tresca pushes me away and runs off. Drat. At the edge of my vision, I see the store's staff hanging a new sign on the door. There you are. I meet Tresca at the cash register. Before that, I managed to visit the milk department after finding out where it was. Hey you, move! I hear an angry voice coming from the other side of a long queue that is formed after Tresca. I squeeze through toward him. What happened? The boy doesn't respond, he just looks at his feet and sniffs. The cashier towers over him. There's a bag of milk lying between them. Is he yours? Yes. Just leave him home next time. People in the queue nod in agreement. Pay for the goods, please. Yes, of course. And the waiting fee. What? You heard me. I did, but that's unheard of. Tresca starts giggling all of a sudden. For the fact that the fact that your son is an R-word, too. But you heard me. You know what? In a fit of rage, I throw a banknote to the cashier of much higher value than needed, even counting in all the stupid fees. Then grab a bag of milk and turn around on my heels. We're leaving, Tresca. We spend the whole trip back in silence. At some point, we end up turning right toward a gas station. There, Tresca finally breaks his silence. Yeah, dude, this is insane. We're going through the events of the first game, but, like, from a completely different perspective. It changes it, because we were the person going to get the bag of milk and struggling with this thing previously, but now it's shifted, and we're the person helping another boy try and get it. And then we're like the person that's like capable of like paying for the thing, and he was talking to the customer stuck in like the O moment. It's so weird. This is the really exciting part where, like, whenever I get in a situation like this, I'm always excited to see how it's gonna like connect at the end of it. Tresca finally breaks his silence toward the gas station. Do you like ice cream? No. Okay. Look at the boy's face. A light flickers in his eyes for a brief moment and then goes out. You know, he turns away from the path and walks straight toward the highway with determination. I stare at his back, confused. It seems like you're not helping me at all. Dude, no! No! It's the failure from the first game. A new playful light flickers in Tresca's eyes. Oh my god. Oh. Milk outside a bag of milk outside a bag of milk. A game by Nikita Kryukov. And that is the end. We finished. That was so crazy. Wow. She had a dream and she dreamt like the first game, but instead it was her kind of, you know, struggling to help someone else. That is so wild. I really, really enjoyed this one. What do we think? There are multiple endings. We should take a look then. We'll have to watch the multiple endings, won't we? We'll take a look and see how else this could end. In that dream, though, obviously there was nothing that we could do to control it. We just had to, like, watch it play out. That was fascinating. The game apparently has, like, 5 endings. Wow. So there's conditions and timestamps. Of course it would be, like, depending on which dialogue options you choose and probably what you end up searching and not searching in the room as well. And then maybe if you did something, maybe we could have ended up interacting with that pile. That glitch pile on the floor. That was insane. The game is extremely eerie. So right. What you look at the end, what you say is different. Yeah, so you can start a new game. This was the default ending. Ah, I love being the default ending. Isn't that good? It means we played the game as intended. That's better. What we're going to do then is I'm just going to quickly take a tiny little bathroom break, and then we're going to watch the multiple endings, and we'll see what else we can get out of this experience. But this was fucking cool. As unsettling as all hell, but really, really cool. So we'll just take a quick break. I'll be back, and then we can check out the endings. So I'm going to leave you with this weird screen for a sec, and then we'll be able to check it out. I will be right back. All right. Shall we see what is the deal with the multiple endings of this game? Check out milk outside a bag of milk endings. I like how there's like milk outside a bag of milk explained. Please explain. Okay, we have... Whoa. All endings. No commentary is pretty long. What video should I see that is the correct one? What's one that I can do just to watch it? There's all endings with no commentary, which I think is probably the one. That's an hour-long video. That's crazy. Okay. So there's 5 endings. Is it by a channel called Snowrune? I think it's Snowrune. And there are 5 endings. I'm assuming, what's the name of ending 1? Because I think it's the achievement. Yeah, the achievement that we got was you won't get it. You're not even trying. Which 67.9% of players have this achievement. It's interesting when there's some other achievements that have like 50% that have gotten like the "you're annoying" achievement and "please forget it" achievement. We have such a creepy little main menu theme playing while we figure this out. But I think it's on Snowrune's channel. There is 5 endings with no commentary. So I think that's what we're going to be. That's what we'll look at. So yeah, you won't get it is probably ending number 1. We help out Tremere. Oh my god, Vampire, the Masquerade Bloodlines in my head. What was his name? Tresca? Not Tremere. We woke up from the dream, and now, so there's another ending, which is the second ending. Everything is fine. So let me just pull that up. And let me just close the game. All right, here we go. Unfortunately, you'll have to deal with the fact that the quality on this YouTube video is a maximum of 480p. So transport yourself to the time period of 2009 and put down your HD screens because we're going to 480p. All right. But I think this might be the best video that I can find that has all of the endings with no commentary. That's a bit unfortunate, but it's not like the game is incredibly graphically demanding in the first place. So this is ending number 2. Everything is fine. So I definitely want to view all of the endings. So we'll be here for this is good though, because this extends the stream for a bit more of like an actual game day. We played 2 games, and then it is an interesting enough adventure that I want to like dive into more of like more endings and more of what the hell's going on in this experience. Will it push me to play different visual novels on the channel in the future? You know what? Maybe. You know, maybe it will. My kind of refusal to play visual novels as a Let's Play was more of kind of a joke, but also kind of like I have so many games in my backlog already. And also I might lose my voice because I have to do all the voices. We'll see how we go. Maybe I can get down with it. I know that'll please some people in my Discord that are visual novel fans. All right, let's have a look at this. This is ending number 2. I guess this is showing, I guess this might be, like, showing what you have to do in order to, like, unlock the ending. This is probably, like, the conditions to actually unlock it, maybe? Does the ending start when they go down to sleep, perhaps? I don't know. We'll see. We'll watch the full ending too, and we'll see what actually happens, and then we'll get a bit of a feel for it. For the next endings, we'll probably try and, like, find where the ending begins. So does it depend on how we engage with the hamster dialogue? The 480p almost kind of works for this type of game as well, which is pretty funny. Except for the text. I think we did this exactly the same. I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit because I think this is the same dialogue about the laptop. So I'm assuming this might be like finish searching a little bit early even? I don't know. Let's just go to bed and see what happens. Does the background in this look different to the background for mine when I was playing? I think. This part of the background is different. Because I remember saying, it looks like there's someone out there. Yeah, this is okay, hang on. Let me just do this. Oh, is it? It's if you pick, there's no way nobody cares about you that much. Wow. So that's the option difference. So just for a few minutes. So we go outside. Okay. My apartment building looks like a bottomless cooking pot, but instead of soot, it has hundreds of concrete and metal boxes on its walls. There are lights on in the windows. There are muffled voices coming from the inside. The howling wind spirals up and splits into hundreds of independent streams. It seems like it wants to be heard by every person here. It must feel so lonely, living in endless silence. Your apartment building's pretty weird, isn't it? I could see the horizon from my window before, and the building grew for miles in both directions. I guess at some point it circled around and closed on itself. Nothing unusual about that. How do you feel? I definitely feel sometimes it's more than enough. Still, you're anxious, aren't you? Oh my god, the O! Of course, moreover, I'm completely terrified. Was it that obvious? You're looking in every direction, but not up. Ah, this. I've already told you, haven't I? About what? You know, small stuff. Can small stuff make you terrified? It's hard to explain. I climb up the metal railing and let my legs hang down. I sneak short glances at the abyss from time to time. It replies with angry, cold breath. That's how we interact, like old friends. Sometimes I feel the whole world pretends to... Okay, I can't keep up. It's clicking too fast. This is why I'm... God damn it. I'm trying to fucking read, but it's clicking too fast. Sometimes I feel like the whole world pretends to be crazy. As if it's trying to make me believe in something that doesn't exist. It's weird, isn't it? Yes, but at the same time, it makes me feel a little bit happy. Everything around me was created for my sake, to deceive, trick, confuse me. If that's true, I guess I'm not crazy myself after all. You believing in this is the definition of craziness. You're probably right. Another gust of wind blasts against the pot's walls, smashing the glass to dust and blowing away the concrete crust. On the other hand, feel a gentle breeze that only ruffles my hair. I still haven't come up with a code word. The code word! You were the one to remember your promise. You don't need a code word anymore. I don't like when this happens. I want to remember certain things only when I want to. Nonetheless, you've made that promise. And I'll keep it, but you need to keep in mind that from this moment on, every word will bring me pain. I bend down and imagine falling into the abyss. I have exactly 2 minutes before I meet my end. Bruh. Well, I think we've hit the bad ending with that one. Which is exactly why I was saying, like, avoided the dialogue that was nobody cares about, like, nobody cares enough to watch you anyway, because I'm like, that is not helpful. And now we're falling. I had a friend online, my best friend, even though the combination of letters he used instead of his name wasn't that cool. Well, the combination of pixels he had instead of his photo was also boring and unattractive. This is so strange and wrong, breaking the rules of being online. Why was he doing that? Maybe his code was a few lines short? I don't quite get what you mean. I can tell you about those rules. You can't find them anywhere, but I'm smart, so I figured them out myself. Although, I'm not sure if I should divulge them. Why? When I try to say what I think out loud, I tend to make mistakes. If I make just a single one, everything that comes after contradicts my thoughts, and I end up with the opposite position. And I don't want that. According to that logic, it'd be better for you to keep your mouth shut forever. Yeah, that's my dream. Keep my mouth shut, never get up from bed, never see or hear anything. Just dream on and on. Oh, why is everything so terrible? Don't get distracted. So, what was that about your friend? My friend? Ah, yes. He was brazen enough to... Come on, gather your thoughts. He somehow made me believe that he was real. He kept describing someone else's life to me in detail as if it was him. And he expected me to do the same. And then I told him everything about myself without hiding a single thing. I grit my teeth. The wind whips my face without mercy. It slices my skin into uneven stripes as if it's a piece of thin cloth. He knew more about me than anybody else in the world. You know what he did? Yes. Sending an army of bots to harass me was probably fun. And what's most important, it was a win-win situation. They spawn here and there, simple bits of code that are effortless to run. No wonder the algorithm assigns that pattern more often than the others from the list. Text and video generators get to work at the same time. My name surfaces on the web more and more. It's unbearable. Unbearable. From around every corner, every balcony, ceiling, attic, wall, I always feel many pairs of watchful eyes directed at me. And now they watch me from the screens, too. But I'll put an end to it. I've decided a long time ago. Though, maybe I only decided that only... My body finally crashes into the ground, smashing into millions of tiny pieces, like porcelain. I'm cold. Let's go back inside. Bloody hell. Close your eyes. So it's just like imagining the falling sequence. I've only got 2 minutes to tell you this information. I'll just pause for a second before we keep going, but it's very interesting because it seems we're trying to like discern what's actually going on in reality, but also her reality at the same time. It's like she made a friend online that told everything to, but then was she exposed on the internet for something? And it's just like everyone came at me and my name's popping up everywhere. I don't know. I was going to say, I was wondering if that boy's name was going to end up being Tresca, and that's why she was dreaming about him in the first one. But we'll see. We don't know what that boy's name was. Ugh, another terrible morning. Boo, why is my face always so stupid? I wonder what the others at school will think. Well, it's not that I care too much. I just don't want to be branded a loser on my first day. Cheer up. There's nothing wrong with looking different. That's not what defines you, after all. Hey, hurry up. Yes, Mom. Ah. Another terrible morning. Boo, why is my face always so stupid? I wonder what the others at school will think. Well, it's not that I care too much. I just don't want to be branded a loser on my first day. Cheer up, there's nothing wrong with looking different. That's not what defines you, after all. Hey, hurry up. Yes, Mom. No. Another terrible morning. Oh, why's my face always so stupid? I wonder what the others at school will think. See, this is like, because obviously we can see that she looks fine outside of the reflections. This is just like, this is also body dysmorphia and low self-esteem, thinking that you look like some weird fucked up thing. Oh! Another terrible morning. Why is my face always so stupid? I wonder what the others at school will think. I'm walking around with a giant hole in my face. Person recording this video is like, click, 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 click. It's the same text. Oh, no! Oh. No eyes, though. Similar to me, but also empty pupils. We are speedrunning this. The person really wants to get through this. They just click it. Fuck. Day after day after day. This is like Squidward. This is that SpongeBob episode where Squidward is doing that thing every day. Same day every day. Good morning! I feel wonderful today. Can't wait for my first day at school. Hey, hurry up! Yes, Mom. Oh, no. Ah, and we woke up from the dream. I really like the animated cutscenes that play. I think that's a really cool style. So that was ending 2, and that was pretty much just if you're picking the different option when it comes to the balcony. And you get described, you get a little bit more information. So that was funny when I was saying we never got that code word, and that was because it's a specific scene that plays. So ending number 3 is anyone there? We shall close our eyes. I wonder what the condition for this one was then. Because this is immediately different. I wake up lying on the cold floor in the center of a cramped room. I look around without standing up. There's no furniture, just naked walls and a single door. I can hear muffled sounds coming from the other side of it. Scary sounds. I hug my knees and wrap myself in my sweater like it's a blanket. It's no use, I'm chilled to the bone. The room is pretty spacious, but I still can't shake the feeling that I'm trapped inside a suffocating casket, and the faint blue glow that sneaks in through the keyhole only adds to that feeling. Do I want to know what's outside? As if on cue, an inhuman roar comes from the other side of that door. It becomes louder and louder, more and more distinct with every passing second. Somebody or something is getting closer. I curl into a ball, trying to take up as little space as possible. Maybe I can become invisible or become smaller in some miraculous way. In the meantime, the howl becomes unbearably loud, but only for a moment. Then it sheepishly backs off until I can't hear it anymore. I finally decide to stand up. This is what happens if you don't collect all the fireflies. Alright. After I do that, I hear another strange sound. It's coming from right above me now. The ceiling moves upwards, squeaking. Small debris is falling on my head. I squint a little, then raise my hand, trying to touch the ceiling, but it suddenly starts to rise quicker and instantly disappears. I was doing so well. It suddenly starts to rise quicker and instantly disappears into the darkness. I'm not in a casket anymore. Well, it wasn't exactly a casket now. It was a well in the form of a casket. The room becomes darker and colder. I'll have to do something at some point. Hours pass. I frantically run from one wall to another, delirious. The walls run away from me, making the already spacious room even bigger. In the end, I stand amidst endless darkness, and the door is watching me with its eye. I kept purposefully avoiding it. I could sometimes hear horrifying rustles and howls. However, now I don't even have a choice anymore. I slowly come up to the door and reach out toward it. As expected, the door also moves away from me. I continue moving forward with my hand stretched out. I don't want to lose the only source of light in this pitch-black darkness. At some point, I get tired of sneaking up on the door like it's some wild animal, so I lunge at it, trying to grab the handle. However, at the last moment, the door whizzes away and I fall to the cold floor, unable to keep my balance. It hurts. Stupid door, stupid, nasty, cursed door. I hate you. I hate you. I scream at the top of my lungs. I finally let out all the despair that I had bottled up. I slowly realize how horrible the situation I ended up in is. No, 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 no. I don't stop screaming for a moment because I'm scared to end up in complete silence. If the reality around me disappears, my twisted imagination will take over. And the realest thing I have right now is my voice. Hey, I can hear you. A voice coming from the other side of the door. I'm here. Come closer. I scream thrice as hard as before. I scream until my throat hurts, until my ears start buzzing. My biggest wish right now is to keep in touch with that person, whoever they are. Hey, where are you? I rush toward the door, stumbling on the way. I keep running for a minute, for 10 minutes, but the door isn't even an inch closer. At the same time, the distance between us hasn't grown either, which means I match it in speed. I just need to make one final push. I gather the last bit of strength I have and push my legs off the ground. The jump feels like an eternity. I stretch out my hand, almost touching the scratchy wood. I dive face first onto the ground with ridiculous speed. I slide at least 30 more feet like that thanks to inertia, leaving behind a bloody trail. My hand is still outstretched, trying to grab empty space. Tears stream down my face, making the numerous scratches burn. I try to wipe them, but I scream and yank my hand away the moment I touch my face. My lips and nose are now a mushy mess. Somebody help! The other side of the door is completely silent. The silence reigns for an excruciatingly long time. However, at some point, that silent torture ends. Hey, I can see you. I try to reply, but stifled whimpers come out of my throat instead of words. Are you hurt? Yes, yes. I stand up from my knees despite continuing to cry. I take a couple of deep breaths and start running again. I keep running for hours. I feel like the door is closer to me by an inch or two now. I almost let myself stop for rest at that thought. I can't rest. I'll catch up to it sooner or later. The voice from the other side of the door keeps asking me how I feel. I let out heavy, ragged breaths in reply. I'll fall from exhaustion if I utter another word. Still, I'm thankful to them and don't want them to become silent. After another hour passes, I barely scratch the handle with my nails. I'm almost there. I'm so scared. Why aren't you doing anything? Why are they doing this to me? Don't they understand how painful this is for me? Almost there. You're scaring me. Go away. Rage fills my brain. I ignore the pain in my bones and channel all my strength into one final jump. No, go away! I firmly grasp the handle and open the door. Blinding light hits my eyes. I lose the ground beneath my feet and start falling. I'm lying face down in grass. I smell water, earth, and the dampness of the night, and grass, of course. The wind tickles the back of my head. It howls and jumps around restlessly. Lying down like this is unpleasant and rude when nature is so alive around me with sounds and pretty sure colors too. I stand up, full of anticipation. I see an endless field, clear sky without a single star, and a pale moon somewhere very, very far away. I shake my head and try to focus my eyes on anything, but to no avail. My surroundings are just what? Hold on. I have to do this again, sorry. I was so close. I'm speed reading. My surroundings are just too vast. I feel dizzy. Bam! I'm lying in the thick, wet grass again, but this time I'm looking at the darkness of a night sky instead of just darkness. Is there any real difference, though? The wind howls. It's clearly upset. But what can I do about it? There's an indiscernible echo coming from far away. A wolf or someone else? Does it even matter? I'm in the grass. Nobody can see me. Ooh! The echo draws closer and closer. At some point I realize that it's not a wolf. I jump up and start turning my head in a panic. Where's that sound coming from? I haven't said that out loud, but got an instant reply. Ooh, it's the O. Hey, I can hear you. My voice runs across the field, mixing with the rustle of the grass and the howls of the wind. Feels like it's about to get absorbed by them, but... Ooh. Hey, where are you? Ooh. I can't understand where I should run to and if I should run at all. Somebody clearly wants me to find and help them. Maybe they're hurt? The grass tickles my heels while I drag my feet in the direction where I think the sound is coming from. It's just... there's not a single tree or stone around, only an endlessly wide field. I hear a resounding, painful scream. I shut my eyes and cover my ears. I suddenly feel scared. The screams turn into a cry. I carefully raise my head, still scared to death. Somewhere very far away among the thick grass, I spot a silhouette. Just a small black spot, but hey, I can see you. The silhouette doesn't move, but the sound is definitely coming from its direction. No, it's not a scream, more like a whimper or a wheeze. Ooh. Are you hurt? No reaction again, just muffled sounds. Maybe it's the wind going mad and the black spot is just a stone or a tree? I walk away, disappointed. 100 steps, 200 steps. Then I turn around. Surprisingly, the spot hasn't become smaller. I start jogging. The grass is no longer tickling me. It's whipping my ankles, leaving cuts. A feeling of panic and unexplainable dread grow inside me. A stone, a tree. Why the hell is this field endless? I don't turn around anymore. I know that it's chasing me. The sounds reaching my ears become even stranger, louder and more distinct. The wind is bullying me too, huh? Isn't that right? That's the case, right? Finally, I stop. I run out of breath. I'm at the brink of dying. At least I think so. Ooh. A horrifying voice is coming from right behind me. I turn around instinctively and for some reason, trying to shield my face, end up losing balance and falling to the ground. The grass replies with a nastily cackling rustle. Ooh. I've had enough. I spring up. The silhouette is still there, at the same distance as before. Standing there, without moving an inch. I'm scared here, you know. Why won't you do anything? The silhouette trembles and then starts slowly gliding toward me, followed by new sounds, wheezes, moans. Fear shackles me. I can only stand and watch the approaching black spot. My lips are parched. I speak in a voice I don't recognize. You're scaring me, go away! After that, the spot expands rapidly, and in the blink of an eye, most of the sky in the field is consumed by sticky, cold darkness. Paralysis finally lets my body go, and I immediately sprint away. Ooh. I run so fast that the grass turns into a dark green mush under my feet. I slip up, fall, and run again. Oh my god, there's so many O's. No, 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 no. That's gonna go forever now. Yep. No, go away! An unknown force turns my head with a crunching sound, and the darkness consumes everything. I wake up on the cold floor in the center of a cramped room. I look around without standing up. There's no furniture, just naked walls. God damn. That was a very bad dream, that one. Jeez. That one is that one is insane, because there's a lot of, like, dreams are so weird, especially when you're obviously, like, dreams are obviously mental experiences. So when you're kind of mentally unwell, or like a lot of things are going on in your life, that is going to completely fuck with your sleep and with your dreams. I used to get sleep paralysis, and it used to happen mostly in one particular house that I lived in, to the point where I'm like, I don't know why it only happened in that specific house, or like what was going on, but I used to have sleep paralysis pretty regularly in this particular home at one point in time. I don't get that anymore at all. And it always used to be the same type of dream. Like, there was a similar type of dream. And it would be like everything was kind of fine. And then all of a sudden, like, I would like look into like a shadow or like a dark space, and I would, in the dream, become aware of what was about to happen, because I was about to be consumed by the darkness or the shadow. And this happened a lot. So this would be a dream where things were kind of normal, but then there would be darkness, and then I would be trying to escape or run away from that darkness, or before I could even do it, the darkness would take me, and then I would wake up, and I would be woken, but I couldn't move because of sleep paralysis. That would be the process for me. I never had like a sleep paralysis where people say that they would like see things while they're like awake. But that was the dream, and that was almost always like the trigger for it was there would be some form of darkness. And then I would wake up, and like, obviously, like, your brain's awake, but your body has lagged behind. So I'm just like, you can't move. And it actually is, it's fucking terrifying, because you're trying to move with everything that you are. Like, if you've never had sleep paralysis, I do want you to imagine just the idea and concept that you have full, like, you can look, and you have like conscious, like, awareness that you're awake with like your eyes, but you, like, your body, no matter what, will not move. You cannot move absolutely anything. And you're trying to talk, you can't talk. It's like you're trying to make sound, and you're really, really struggling to make sound. It's like you have been completely bound without being able to move or speak at all. You can't even make words. And you'll be there for a while before your body catches up and you can kind of jolt yourself awake and move. It's a horrifying feeling. And so I used to have that quite a lot in that particular house. And it's funny because when you associate it with a particular house, you're like, oh, was it a haunted experience? I don't know. Or was it like where my mental state was at the time? Like, I don't know. But I don't have that anymore. Like, I can't even remember the last time I had like a sleep paralysis experience. I think I might have had it like once or twice after that house, but it was just insane to think about. And there's like a similar concept with that dream where this is just like this darkness, and then she's just like running away from the darkness for so long. And it comes with those dreams as well of like that feeling that you're like running away from something or running after something. but you can't catch up. You're just like going so slowly. Like whenever you're trying to run in a dream, but you're going like so incredibly slow. But yeah, pretty wild. So that prompted those thoughts. But dreams are crazy. Crazy things that we have. All right, well, let's move into ending number 4, which is I look down. This one's a little bit shorter. A giant drill. I wake up and immediately lose consciousness from horror. A thin metal stairway snakes around a giant column, disappearing into the darkness. I press myself into the cold wall and pray that I freeze into it. Oh, it is a giant stairway. It looks to me, I'm like, this is a drill. This is a staircase on a giant column. God damn. This feeling. I know I've spent a couple of hours or days here, but I don't know how high the column is. I don't know whether I'm going up or down. What's the condition for this one? A billion pounds of concrete and a million miles of emptiness. It's impossible to stay sane when you're near cosmic numbers like that. Looking at them, touching them. Be careful now. It's impossible to stay that same near cosmic numbers like that. Looking at them, touching them, even thinking of them makes me feel unimaginable horror. It was just a matter of time before my short term here will end. My mind will melt and my body will turn to dust. The wall's coarse surface scratches my face. The steps under my feet hum from the wind, eager to escape the concrete's clutches and dive into the abyss along with me. But I'll stay here. I'll stay here without going anywhere. I won't even open my mouth. My every word will be swallowed up by the abyss. Apparently the condition for this is don't take the phone you find in the room. Oh. So that's what we found on the ground? Sorry, excuse me. I've been talking for like almost 3 hours straight, so my voice, it's getting pretty rough now. So that little tiny item that we picked up on the floor was a phone. Interesting. We almost missed that. And then don't go to the balcony. So we almost would have gotten this ending if I didn't pick up that tiny little phone. I won't take a single step. Why would I? To find out where the stairway abruptly ends? It's all meaningless. Many units of time pass, but I'm still unmoving. My whole body is trembling, but then I realize it's the whole space around me that is trembling. It can't wait to destroy me. Maybe I should gather my will and at least turn my head? That thought doesn't stay in my head for long. It's torn out with inhuman force. Unaware of what's about to happen, I slowly turn my whole body with a squeak. No, that's not what I wanted. No! Oh man, this one's crazy. Amongst the silence sings a lonely colossus, unmoving until the music stops. The bridge across the dark abyss cannot be seen. Oppressive, thick, sticky air drives itself into my ears, silencing my thoughts with a haphazard string of words while I watch the scene before me unfold. Hundreds of giant concrete structures just like mine, spread in tidy rows endlessly in all directions. Stairways wrap around them like vines. There at the end of this world, there's a person smiling. This world still exists, but all that makes it both exists and not. try to erect a mind block, but to no avail. My brain is already at the mercy of the super creature. A moment passes, and I realize that my body doesn't belong to me either anymore. My legs start moving on their own. The only thing I can do is choose the direction. Up, down, or... The crowd notices blood on Woznek's hands. He runs away. Mendel appears. He has nothing human about him, apart from his excessive grace and hidden elegance. He walks out of the center stage. First act begins. Foreign thoughts become even more incoherent. There's less and less space for my own. Do you feel the connection to your body clearly, or does it still cause confusion and fear? If you've been living through that fear a lot recently, how did it manifest exactly? Answer honestly. Don't hide anything. I decided to descend. Descend. You can have a sneaking suspicion that something is wrong because your path has changed. Maybe you started talking in a wrong way or made some sort of mistake. If so, start getting used to your new life. Try creating imagery that would instill the feeling that everything is as it should be, and with time, it will create a new order inside you. I don't doubt that you're going through some hard times, but you have to make some sacrifices. Grow up. Only then you'll be able to obtain the meaning of life. Do you get it? Try that if you find it important. Every passing day is a precious gift. If you share a piece of that gift with the world even once, it will seem like a speck of dust. Do you get it? No, I'm sorry. I won't get that then. Do you get it? Do you get it? Do you get it? Yes, even you get it. When you notice how people look at themselves in the mirror, when you look at your own reflection and realize that it exists in reality, do you understand how exactly it exists? Oh my god, what is that ending? That's insane. That's if you don't pick up a phone and you go absolutely insane. What? I look down. That is... Oh my god. That's just, there's like an existential crisis mixed with like some sort of therapy speak, but not really, about like people asking questions. I don't know. And then weird other people names in a mess of concrete pillars. That was wild. I really loved the art style for that. This is something about these types of games that I think that, because humans are natural storytellers, like telling stories and sharing experiences is like what we do as social creatures. And everyone wants to tell stories or to share things about themselves. And this is why like art and creative expression is something that's so instinctively human. I'll avoid going on a AI tangent rant there, because a lot of people diving into creating AI art and thinking it's cool. It's very anti-human. Like creative storytelling, especially like this can only come from a person. This can only come from human experience. And it is really cool that there are ways that people can tell stories through so many different mediums. Like people choose to express themselves through art or music or film or games. And there's so many cool ways that we can consume media, because everybody's got something that they want to say or something that they like wish that they could say. And it's, a game doesn't have to be some sort of massive, like cinematic modern experience. Like you can play so many different types of games and how they're created and how they tell a story or share an experience or something like that. And stuff like this that is really, really cool, that even though it's heavy and confusing subject matter, it's still something that you can appreciate from a creative standpoint. So cool. We have a fifth ending, which is, are we friends? So let's see how this ends. Oh, okay. The background is very different. The eyes are open. What is the condition for ending number 5? Surely it's got to do something with this. Or is this inaccessible and just unavailable to pick the whole time? Are these bags of milk outside or bags of milks? Milk bags, big bag of milks? That's what I was, because I'm looking at this. I'm like, is this a bunch of milk? It seems like it's just a bunch of milk cartons or milk bags, you know? This one's condition is apparently don't trigger the strangulation scene and pick up the phone. Interesting. So I wonder how, like, what we did to trigger the strangulation scene. Obviously, there's some sort of dialogue involved there. But if we didn't end up seeing that quick little flash of getting strangled and picked up the phone, we would have got ending number 5. All right. Let's finish searching. What's this? Oh, that was the phone. Gotcha. All good. I was picking up the phone. You found all the fireflies. Amazing. And now we're sleeping. All right. Are we friends? Hello. Thank you for choosing our pizzeria. You know, this place is so empty, though I don't feel particularly good or bad because of it. I'm all alone, but at the same time, it feels like I'm not. There's a lot of thoughts in my head. They always keep me entertained. I can create a whole world with them. I'm sure it'll be able to fill the void around me if I try hard enough. Although, no matter how much I think, my surroundings don't change. Yes, things happened in my head, but they never left its premises. And it's not like I tried to suppress them. Maybe they were afraid to come out. What kind of pizza would you like to order? Anyway, there's so much space in my head that could be put to good use. So every thought would make a senseless and merciless circle in my head, destined to go back to where it started. But there should be an end somewhere. You can't wander around forever. What do you think? I know it sounds scary, but it's not scarier than constantly existing among the void. This place is safe and nothing bad will happen here. Nothing good will happen either, though. So we're literally texting a pizza place. Yeah, we're like texting the automated pizza contact in our phone. This is where we're dumping our thoughts. God, this is so bizarre. Please note that we have a special offer right now. 3 pizzas for the price of 2. Yeah. There's probably nothing good in having the same thoughts over and over. What's the point of having them anyway? I could have escaped from here, but I feel like my thoughts aren't helping me at all. I should be ashamed. Probably. It's nobody's fault that I can't even see a door here. I would have had it easier with one. I tried to find it. It turned out to be a waste of time. No matter where I look, it's not looking good. Pun not intended. And that strips me of the last bit of hope for salvation. We also have a discount program for new customers. Oh, yay. We also have a discount program for new customers. You can learn more about it on your account page. Don't you think that me being here is also a waste of time? What's the point in that? I can just keep on thinking, and even then, my thoughts are as meaningless and empty as everything else. Does it mean that I'm not filling the void, but am part of it? Then why should I feel anything? Why should I know that I exist? Although, I'm not even sure about that. This place is always neither warm nor cold, it's neutral. But at at the same time, if I think about warmth, I feel warm. Maybe this world corresponds to my thoughts? I wouldn't want to admit that I'm completely empty. I'm not the reason everything had disappeared, right? Can't I just adapt and get used to having nothing around me since I can't do anything about it? Are you ready to make your order? Yes, that's right. I shouldn't care. It's empty here and it makes me feel neither good nor bad. I'm all alone, but at the same time it feels like I'm not. There are a lot of thoughts in my head. They always keep me entertained. I can create a whole world with them. This place is safe and nothing bad will happen here. Nothing good will happen either, though. Me being here is a waste of time. I don't fill the void, I'm a part of it. It strips me of the last bit of hope for salvation. I shouldn't care. It's empty here, and it makes me feel neither good nor bad. It's nobody's fault that I can't even see a door here. What's the point in having one? I feel like nobody is helping me. I should feel ashamed. I wouldn't want to admit it, but I'm all alone here. Can't do anything about it. Please note that we have a special offer right now. 4 pizzas for the price of 2. I don't care that this place is empty. Here I feel neither good nor bad. I'm all alone. My head is full of thoughts. They eclipse the world around me. This space is pretty cramped, but at least it's safe. Even though I'll never feel good here. Does that mean existing is a waste of time? I need to decide, and my thoughts will help me. They'll lead me to the exit, and I'll be able to feel proud of myself. I'll be able to save myself. At the same time, I don't really care anymore. This place is empty, but makes me feel neither good nor bad. I'm alone, but my head is full of thoughts. A whole world, one might say. If I try hard enough, it'll be able to fill all the void around me. Still. No matter how much I keep thinking, my surroundings don't change. Yes, something happened outside of my head, but what was it? There's not enough space for my thoughts. It's already filled with something else. Even if there's nothing around me, I'm still here. My head is full of thoughts. If I try hard enough. So the world isn't empty after all. I can't see anything. Session timeout. Please reload the page. Oh my god. Her walking on the road and then walking seemingly on the train line like made me nervous because I was just like, you're like texting while walking, getting distracted. I'm like, what's going to happen there? That was the 5th ending, and I'll be honest, it was hard to discern a lot of those thoughts. It's one of those situations where it's like, you know, people like journaling is very good because you can write out your thoughts and get them out of you and put them on paper. And that's a way that like, it's just like a proven way that people are able to like communicate in a way that they're like not talking with another person, but just getting their thoughts out of their head and writing it down and being able to move past it in that sense of like the therapeutic nature of writing So it feels like that, but in the form of like a texting version of just like texting an empty space that can never reply. But the feeling of maybe texting someone in that space, it's so bizarre. That was milk inside a bag of milk, inside a bag of milk, and milk outside a bag of milk, outside a bag of milk. That was just, yeah, that was something else. I really liked my experience for both of those. I'm glad that I didn't just like only play one of them for some reason, you know. They definitely need to be played together and back to back if possible, because like the fact that it just continues exactly where it left off. I really liked the art direction in this second one. Like I liked the improvement of it being like more like of what you'd expect from a visual novel, with at least like the person that you're talking to and stuff. And there was a bit of point and click adventure in there too. I hope that was cool to watch. It was cool to play. It was a trip, that's for sure. I liked the ending that we got. That was quite effective for me, because it like kind of connects with that first game a little bit in a dreamy sense. And I'm glad that we went through and we reacted to the other endings as well. There's, I think, a lot that can definitely, like, when you're like thrown a lot of existential babble like that, it can be hard to like process on the spot, and then you have to like sit with it a bit and think about it. But this was also, I assume, you know, maybe quite therapeutic for the person who made it too, because like stuff like this doesn't come from nowhere, especially if like this person that has made the game. Again, this is just assuming based on my like completion of the game and not knowing anything else outside of it, but this would have had to come from somewhere maybe personal, whether it happened to them or a friend, or it's just like a situation within them that would inspire them to tell a story like this, because it's obviously very personal and mental and introspective. It's definitely a lot to unpack, but I imagine the experience to create a game like this was probably therapeutic, because you get it out of your system that way. The description is just a sequel to Milk Inside a Bag of Milk Inside a Bag of Milk. Dive into the demented and bizarre world once again and help the girl become a little happier. So Nikita Kryukov, let me see, what else have they got? They have, is this by them as well? There is a game, from her coming soon. I assume her with Nikita. There's another game coming soon on Steam. No release date, but it is 1000, The All Mother's Embrace, which looks like another visual novel. It looks like a big step up visual novel wise, like artwork and illustrations. I assume it's something very different though. Something different, which would make sense. But that's cool that there's something else. And Natalia, I saw your comment while I was just reading through there. I hope that clears up for you. I hope that'll be okay, because I'm sure that would be scary and stressful. So I hope that clears and everything improves. It's good that they've caught it, so you can actually work on getting better. And I hope that happens for you. All right. Now that we have completed this experience of milk, we're going to spin the wheel and we're going to find out what we're going to play next week. So while next week's stream will take us just a little bit out of Halloween, it'll be just after the month of Halloween. We're still we'll keep it within that sense. There is one more spin of the Halloween wheel. So we'll see what we get. Ignore that. That is me watching a Kingdom Hearts voice actor play Kingdom Hearts. All right. We have a wheel, and we shall spin it. So one last spooky game to cap off Halloween. That's what we have left. So On this wheel, we have Lucius, Detention, Stories Untold, Fears to Fathom, Lost in Vivo, Kuon, Fear, Observation, Nightmare Creatures, and Crow Country. So this has been a pretty cool Halloween experience for the channel. This has been my biggest Halloween that I've ever done on the channel, which is largely thanks to these wheel streams as well, which is amazing. Rachel, I think Sid's just doing a joke in regards to mouthwashing at Iron Lung, because we got both of those. And Iron Lung just went live for everyone a little while ago, but an absolutely packed month for Halloween, and I've been really, really proud of it, really happy. And the game day wheel really works for like something seasonal or something that's like within a month to get some games that are like on topic. So I don't know if we'll do something Christmassy, or the themed wheel might only be like a Halloween related thing. But it was very funny that we spaced out. It's funny that we spaced out some pretty heavy mental journeys with a Luigi's Mansion. That was very, very funny. And it was good that we kind of lucked out, because Cold Fear mouth washing, and maybe Iron Lung, but I think it was just, Cold Fear, mouthwashing, and maybe Iron Lung. Those games came before the month of October, and Halloween had actually started before we got into the Halloween wheel. Or maybe it was just Cold Fear and mouthwashing that were like in the normal wheel. But it worked out really, really well that out of the larger wheel with so many other games, we landed on Cold Fear and mouthwashing that just helped us with that Halloween marathon. So it was just simply meant to be. Personally, we'll see. Like, I don't know what to expect in any of these games. I have like very loose ideas of some of them. I know that there's some people in my community that have been really keen on games like Fear. I know that Serene wants to see Kuon, but he said you don't want to see Kuon get landed on ever since Cry of Fear. Oh no. But it's a From Software horror game. I know a lot of people would like to see Fear or Fears to Fathom as well. I've been told that Crow Country might be better to play as a Let's Play instead of a stream. So if it doesn't land on that, maybe we'll get to do that. But let's see what we land on. Yeah, I don't know what I want, so we just have to click on it and spin the wheel and see what we get. For the final game of Halloween 2025. Oh, Cerebro's going to be happy. Cerebro's going to be happy. We've landed on Fear. We have landed on Fear. There we go. We got another game with Fear in the title. We got another game with Fear in the title. How many fears for Halloween? We had Cold Fear, Cry of Fear, and now to cap off the trilogy, just simply Fear. 3 Fear games in 1 month. Cerebro's just woken up to see it take place. There you go. No layers of fear though. And Fears to Fathom, that will have to wait too. But there we go. Cerebro has been summoned for Fear. All I know about this game is I think it's like an FPS. I used to just like have the Xbox 360 game on my shelf. I think I sold that a really long time ago, and I just never got around to playing it. I've got them on Steam. I do have Fear on Steam. I think I've got all of them because there was probably a collection at some point. Hopefully it's good to play on PC. I don't know if there's anything I'll need to do for that, or if it will just work as intended. But yeah, I've got Fear on Steam. That'll be how we play it for next week. It'll just be the first game. I don't know how long it will be. Obviously, this was a shorter one today. Fear, the first game seems to be around like a potential like maybe 8 to 10 hour mark, I think. So I have a big stream next week. Hopefully it's not going to be as heavy as Cry of Fear. Shorter horror games work a little bit better, don't they? Shorter horror games work a little bit better. But it'll be a big one. It'll probably play quite differently to Cry of Fear. But we'll see how we go in terms of being spooked. See how we go in terms of being spooked. I'm looking forward to it though. I might just simply not watch a trailer. I'm just gonna get surprised. I'll get surprised. But I'm excited for it. But regardless, thank you so much, everybody, for joining me for today's game day stream. We got a good few hours in as we played Inside and Outside, Milk Time, and then experienced all of the endings of the second game. And I'm glad that we went through that. So we're just going to sit with that. We're going to process that over the week, and then we're going to check back in for Fear. So thank you so very much for joining me today, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this one, and I will see you next week.